you like a giant one for, your summer pool parties. It's just really fun. Piccolo's Italian Market. It's not only the bread, it's the homemade sausage. Hey, spoken from the Italian one in the group. Okay, right over here, Mozzarella Fella.
They're great too.
Again, right here on Main Street. There is something with a name. Valentino, Piccolo's, Mozzarella Fella, right? We've got a theme here. Well, Mozzarella Fella has some really beautiful ones with parsley and cheese and very creative fennel sausage with broccoli, kale, and melted provolone. So you know what I say?
It's healthy,
you don't have to eat the kale salad. Get it on your sausage, and you're fine, right?
All about it.
So, and look, Steph's going so good, but she's just being so good.
Mozzarella Fella was the first place I ever ate when I came to Sarasota.
Oh.
The first place I had lunch, and it won me over.
Yeah, I can understand that.
They're really great.
And we eat similar tastes, so I'm looking forward to taking you to all the other places as well. So Mozzarella Fella on Main Street, and again, a variety of different type of sausage sandwiches. Notice the theme. It's not just your onions and peppers anymore. Right down to our friends at Mandeville Beer Garden. Get yourself a big stein full of beer, and you can have a Reuben bratwurst on a roll. You have so many different, the lager beer grilled pork brat with raw onion. I mean, so many different things to choose from. You're going to really love it with the grilled rye bread. So no matter where you choose, whether it's Italian sausage or whether it's bratwurst, you have your summer ready to go.
And you got everybody covered from Italian Rebecca to German Stephanie. Perfect. All right, thank you, Judy. And I got to tell you, this bread, Bo, Beth, and I are about ready to break bread together.
Joey, we've got two for you. Joey, I swear we have two.
All right, Rebecca, thanks for joining us. Great to see you. Judy, amazing as always. Be sure to take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.
Less congestion and more parking. What business owners on Siesta Key want to change to improve beach traffic.
A lawsuit over beach renourishment, why some residents may sue over the Lido Key beach renourishment project.
And flames and smoke, damage to a popular Bradenton pawn shop. Your Suncoast News starts now.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at 5. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for being with us tonight. Topping our news, Siesta Key's recent ranking as the second best beach in the country continues to make it a popular tourist destination. And as the Key becomes busier than ever, business owners want to change and make some changes so that traffic flows smoother on the island and there's enough parking. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo is live on Siesta Key with what they plan on doing. Dwayne.
Well, Haley, here in the village, parking is at an absolute premium, especially during season. And business owners here say that trolleys coming off and on the island will help alleviate these parking woes. For businesses on Siesta Village, traffic issues have always been a problem. But as for parking, well, that's on the top of the list.
After a recent parking study, done by the county, we're about 300 spots short in the village alone.
When you add more parking, that brings more people in, and it's going to always be an issue. You always see the parking lot, it's closed or full.
To alleviate heavy traffic, Siesta Key Village Association President Wendell Jacobson and other business owners are moving forward with plans to introduce an open-air trolley system on the island.
To get where they need in the village, to the beach, restaurants, shopping, and other conveniences without having to worry about their vehicle.
According to Jacobson, the organization is looking at two routes, one running from Southgate Mall to Siesta Village, then to the beach. Another line running from Sarasota Pavilion Mall, taking Southbridge to Siesta Key Beach. One business owner in the village has concerns with trolleys creating even more congestion on Siesta's narrow roads. But coffee shop owner Zach Peevler is all for the trolleys as long as they can run consistently. He remembers a trolley service over a decade ago that few visitors took advantage of.
They used to run from the mall just off the bridge and then come into the island. But it was usually just like weekends or something like that. As long as you can make the folks who visit aware of these options, they'll use them.
Sarasota County Area Transit applied for an FDOT grant to help fund a trolley pilot program. something Jacobson says is needed to help keep these trolleys running.
You're circling the village or the South Village trying to find a parking spot. It's a detriment to the island community. We want a more resort type feel, and we feel that the trolley tram falls into that category.
Well, the Sarasota County Area Transit, also known as SCAT, will meet at their administration building tomorrow morning, along with other business owners on the village to further discuss the future of these trolleys. Haley, Scott, back to you.
Thank you, Dwayne. A group of concerned Siesta Key residents is preparing to sue the city of Sarasota to block the Lido Key Renourishment Project. The project calls for about 950,000 cubic yards of sand to be moved from Big Pass Shoal to Lido Beach. The city is working with the Army Corps of Engineers, and it says this project is urgent as the shoreline continues to shrink. But some Siesta Key residents worry this could damage the bay as well as their beaches and leave homes on the shoreline exposed to storms.
It's not only for the people that live there, but turtles nest there, birds nest there. So for everybody that uses that beach for their habitat, we want to make sure that we have a safe place for them to live.
Without assurances, scientific assurances that everything will be fine, it seems foolhardy to continue down the path and take the sand from that shoal.
So far, the group of residents has raised more than $60,000 to pay for legal fees, but still needs an additional $150,000.
The increased boat traffic on our waterways this past holiday weekend has had a devastating effect on our marine life. Mote Marine Lab officials say they recovered 3 loggerhead sea turtles that died due to boat injuries. 2 more injured turtles have been reported but have not been recovered yet. In addition, 3 manatees were also injured by boaters over the weekend. Because the injuries were not reported when they happened, officials say they have no way of knowing if the powerboat races had anything to do with the wounded marine life and that recreational boaters may have caused the injuries. The town of Longboat Key is updating its existing sea turtle ordinance with some more stringent rules for Gulf front properties and residents. Many of the new codes involve lighting. Light fixtures along roads, parking lots, and beachfront properties can no longer be visible from the beaches. The town will also demand temporary structures like beach chairs be pulled up to property lines at the end of every day.
Over the years, others have adopted and then improved their turtle ordinances over time. And it's really our time to do that.
Commissioners voted to approve the ordinance. It is the town's first major turtle protection rule change since 1987. Good for them. Good for the turtles.
Yeah, of course it is. Also probably good for the turtles, this weather. It's looking pretty nice out there. Let's head over to John, who's in for Bob tonight.
Yeah, nice conditions across the region for the most part. We had plenty of sunshine around, and that certainly has boosted our temperature up once again today, maxing it out at about 95 degrees with a heat index even higher than yesterday, coming in about 110. So our KCQ webcam showing just beautiful, clear conditions out there. There's a little bit of drier air in mid-levels of the atmosphere, and that may have contributed to the issues with one thunderstorm that was just between Palmetto and Parrish today as it moved across. This is a Doppler estimate of wind speeds, and right there, just before actually the 2 o'clock hour, we had a Doppler indicated wind speed of about 74, 75 miles per hour, and it did knock over a couple of tractor trailers and take down a stand of trees. So some pretty impressive wind speeds, probably a wet microburst under one of the big thunderstorms that were around. Right now, pretty quiet conditions across the area. Don't expect to see too much in the way of rainfall for the remainder of the evening hours. Should be pretty pleasant under that little bit of drier air that is filtered in. Evening planner shows temperatures, those will certainly be warm in the 90s as we head into the 8 p.m. hour, with feels like temperatures still cracking 100. Back to you.
All right, John, thank you. A woman recently arrested in an animal cruelty case in Sarasota County is found dead inside her jail cell. Judy Lamb, Eddie Roden, and Mona Gaiman of Nokomis were recently arrested. Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies say the trio strangled a 7-pound Pomeranian to death. Deputies went to a house on River Boulevard back on June 27th after receiving a call that a dog was being mistreated. When deputies arrived, they found the dog dead. Deputies say Lamb admitted she tried unsuccessfully to strangle the dog before the dog's owner, Gaiman, finished the job. Roden also admitted to tying a shoestring around the dog's neck. Then last night, corrections personnel found Lamb unresponsive in her cell from an apparent suicide. She was taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital where she was pronounced dead. The sheriff's office is still investigating her death.